So now, who's ready to start building your action plan?
Yeah.
Raise your hand if you're ready. Okay. And Tharani? Okay, good. Just want to check. So this is lesson 24 in our workbook. And who remembers the 3-part passion test formula for creating anything you choose to have in your life? Okay, the first part is
Intention.
and then
Attention.
and then
No
tension. So we're going to focus on the attention part now, okay? So you're pretty clear on your intentions. Is that true? You're welcome. Absolutely. So now you're pretty clear on your intentions. So now it's, what are we going to do? Action engages attention. You know, it's not the action that actually creates the results, by the way, because have any of you ever created a plan, executed the plan, then the results were completely different than what you were planned on? Ever had that experience? So it's not just the plan or the action that you take. It's your consciousness. It's your awareness. That's what that creates the result. But it is action that engages your attention. So it takes your consciousness, your powerful awareness, and drives it into the fulfillment of that intention, if that makes sense. So action is very important. What we're going to do in this section, in this piece, is to just begin listing. And how many of you took my advice and started writing down some of the things that came up for you as we've gone through the course, that you thought maybe I could do this or I could do that? Some of you. So this is your time that you get to brainstorm on all the things that you could possibly do. And we're going to do this in 2 ways, okay? We're going to first have you start by just doing it on your own and listing everything you can think. And then we're going to have you get with your group of 3 and see if they can, if having some buddies can help you think of new ideas and new directions, new possibilities. Does that sound good? Make sense? So what you want to do for this exercise is think about your 3 projects. Remember, your 3 projects. Or if you have an existing job plus the 3 projects, then include your job. You know, if there are things like you have an existing practice, then it could include what are the action steps I need to do as I transition. You know, so it's any actions that you need to take to begin putting your projects into motion, to make a transition from what you're doing now, to be able to maintain the income that you have now while you're developing the new projects. These are action steps. These are not intentions. Okay? These are actually, here's the stuff I need to do to begin. And just so you have a perspective, we want to make a list of as many things as you can think of right now, and then we're going to narrow it down to just 5. And why would we narrow it down to just 5? Focus, right? Focus. So you've heard us say before, our minds, our brains are built so that we can only hold 5 to 7 things in them at one time. And so you don't need to have all 25 or 100 steps that you need to do to bring your projects into realization. You don't need to do all those right now. It's useful to have some idea of all the things you could do, but then to have focus and actually get things accomplished, you're going to want to have 5 things that you need to start with, and we'll get there. But the first step is to make a list, and that's what you're going to do right now. All right, is everyone clear on what you're going to do right now? So we'll take, let's take the next 10 minutes, 8 minutes, and list as many things as you can think of that you could do to bring your projects to fruition, move yourself forward. Okay. All right. So now let's put some collective consciousness on this. What do you say? Huh? All right. So I'm going to do this. We're not going to be able to do this completely, breaking it up, but I would like all the steel geniuses to please stand up. And you're going to first tell your group what your projects are, and then you're going to read your action list. You know, read what you've written down already, and your group is going to brainstorm with you about other ideas of what you could do to make your project successful, to start moving it into action. Okay? Got it? All right. When you're making the comparison, this time you're going to say, if I could do this one or this one, which do I need to do first? Okay? You're going to say, if I could do this one or this one, which one would I do first? And so your number one then is going to be the one you need to do first, above all the others. Your number two is the one that you do second, the three. Now, it doesn't mean that they're necessarily sequential. You may find that there's several you can do at the same time. Okay? But you're going to ask that question, and that's how you get your top five. And then the other piece of this is that when you have your list and you're at home and you're working and you check off one of the things on your list, now you take yourself through the whole list again to add a new one, so you always have 5 at all times. Does that make sense? So that way you know that you have a continual plan, and as things come up, you think things might change, new ideas come in, new action steps appear, then add them to your list, so that when you're ready to add something else to your 5, that you can then compare that one as well. Does that make sense?